We've all seen pictures, that classic shape against the desert sky, the Pyramids of Giza. But, have you ever really thought about why they're there? Or how they even built them?
It's a natural question. They're just so massive.
Exactly. So today on the deep dive, we're going to try and dig a bit deeper than the usual tourist view. We want to pull out some key ideas about their construction, why they mattered so much then, and, well, why they still matter now. We're looking at historical stuff, archaeological finds.
Yeah, and it's about more than just big piles of stone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Understanding the reasons behind them, the incredible ingenuity involved, it really opens a window onto ancient Egyptian civilization.
Okay, let's jump right in. Why did they do it? Why build something so enormous? It couldn't have just been a whim.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
You see, the pyramids weren't just tombs. They were like massive statements about the pharaoh's power, his connection to the gods. They were seen as crucial for, well, for keeping the cosmos in balance,
Yeah.
essentially.
Okay, so fundamental to their whole belief system and how society worked. That's a serious motivation.
A very powerful one, yes. It underpinned everything.
But the practical side, I mean, the logistics must have been mind-boggling. How did they possibly organize all those workers? And getting all that stone there?
That's one of the most impressive parts, actually, the organization. It seems they had a really sophisticated system. We're talking skilled craftsmen, organized teams. It was almost like a national project.
A national project.
Yeah, and managing the resources, quarrying stone, transporting these huge blocks, sometimes over long distances, and then getting them into place with such precision, it required meticulous planning.
It's hard to wrap your head around it even now. What about the tech side? No power tools, no cranes. How did they physically do it?
Right, that's where the ingenuity really shines. They used, well, relatively simple tools, but in very clever ways. Lots of debate still, but theories focus on ramps, maybe straight ones, maybe zigzagging ones, and lever systems. They were absolute masters of working with stone, using copper tools, wood.
Okay, ramps and levers, that makes some sense. And you mentioned precision. That brings up the whole alignment thing, doesn't it? The way they line up so perfectly.
Exactly. Their orientation to true north, south, east, west is incredibly accurate. It suggests a really deep knowledge of astronomy and surveying. Some theories even link them to specific stars, maybe tied into their beliefs about the afterlife, the pharaoh's journey to the stars.
Like building a cosmic connection right there in the sand? Wild.
That really is.
So, what have archaeologists actually found inside or around the pyramids that tells us more, beyond just the main chambers?
Well, often the main burial chambers were looted long ago, sadly. But excavations around them have found things like the villages where the workers lived. We found bakeries with standardized bread molds, suggesting a system to feed thousands.
So, evidence of the support system.
Precisely. Even things like cemeteries for the workers, evidence of medical care. It gives you a much more human picture of the whole endeavor. It wasn't just about the pharaoh. There was a whole society involved.
Right, it paints a picture of the whole community. It kind of makes sense then why they've become such powerful symbols for us today, looking back at ancient Egypt.
Absolutely.
Huh.
That image, the pyramids, it is ancient Egypt for so many people. Their sheer scale and mystery have just captured the imagination for centuries, influencing art, books, everything.
They really are iconic. But that brings challenges too, right? Keeping these ancient structures safe when everyone wants to see them.
Oh, definitely. Preservation is a huge issue. You've got erosion, environmental factors, and then the sheer impact of millions of visitors. Finding that balance between letting people experience them and protecting them for the future, it's tricky, a constant challenge.
A delicate balancing act for sure. But on a positive note, I hear modern tech is helping us understand them better. Things like 3D scanning.
Yes, that's been a fantastic development. Technologies like 3D laser scanning and ground-penetrating radar allow us to create incredibly detailed models. We can see subtle features, maybe internal structures or construction details that were invisible before. It's offering new clues about how they might have been built.
Like peeling back layers without touching the stone. That's cool.
It really is. It helps test some of those construction theories, too.
So, wrapping things up, what's their lasting importance, globally and for Egypt itself?
Globally, they're a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized as part of the shared story of humanity. Their engineering alone is incredible. And for Egypt, they're a massive source of national pride, deeply tied to their identity and history, and of course, vital for tourism and the economy.
So looking back at our deep dive, it seems the pyramids are this amazing mix of deep religious conviction, incredible organizational skill, and surprising technological cleverness.
That sums it up pretty well. They really stand as these enduring monuments to what a civilization, even one so distant from us, could achieve with a shared vision and, frankly, a ton of hard work.
It definitely makes you pause and think, doesn't it? How these ancient projects still speak to us so powerfully today. Maybe this conversation has got you thinking. Maybe you'll want to look into some of the ongoing research yourself. Thanks for joining us.